What? Nope. Have you? No. Too many dicks been in that hole. That's why. Now, if she was lesbian, yeah, I'd do it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Houston Texans and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone.
Yeah. Alright, DK, I'm live, buddy. You can watch.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Back to Mixon on second down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Burrow. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback, no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
Sliding out of the pocket. A solid stiff arm. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole.
And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon taking it in from a yard out. And the Bengals are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Always always worry about the plant problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run and send this one away.
I'm in a game.
On the return, Tremont Smith. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And just shutting him off there. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
He's to the 10, and he'll take this one in for a Texas touchdown. David Johnson, 22 yards, and the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Phillips now from the end zone. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Big 13. 11 MT tape.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Shit!
Broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Watson to give. This is Johnson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Here's Watson. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And the Bengals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy in midfield. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And brought down, but not before they're in.
What the fuck? What the fuck? That's some fucking man bullshit. No, fucking man. I don't know how Mason fucking broke that tackle, but that one stopped, and he just kept kind of glitching out. Like, if you go back and watch that film, that's some stupid.
Now Joe Mixon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
That's so fucked up. I'm like, what the fuck?
For this divisional round matchup. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Burrow will throw. He'll buy some time right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one fires to the ground.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that challenge is successful.
And he bows his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown.
Ben Mason
punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead.
I'm up by 7.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Watson now to throw.
That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Watson's throw going to be taken in by Johnson.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Watson's throw here taken in by Cooks.
Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 51 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. To return it, Darius Phillips. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Bengals drive about to get going.
And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
The Tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game. In New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82. And the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Zach Taylor, a new breed of head coach. He's going to go for it on fourth down. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down, eluding the pressure right. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Second and 2, first down marker at the 8. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's third and a yard. Flushed out right. Flusher, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They run for it with Mixon. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And this Texans defense stands tall. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. A gain of 3, second down. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trey Hendrickson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
It's certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Burrow in
the Bengals with a 1st and 10.
Just shy of midfield at the 48.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
122 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And they go play action now. Burrow rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. Open man is Uzama.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. Now a throw caught by one of their linemen. A big play there on the fake field goal. Would have been a long kick. It was prime fake field goal territory. They faked it. They got it.
So much for defense in this situation because the net...
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Watson off play action. Escaping the pressure right.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Now Watson. Flush to his right.
And now Watson throws another interception.
Picked up by Von Bell.
Woohoo!
Comes to a home right at the 44-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Oh, some strong running, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play there.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside
Yeah, that
at all.
fucked up with her.
You run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
They'll come up now on
Really?
2nd and a yard. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
T. Higgins
From 4 yards out. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6.
I'm up by 14.
McPherson up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
Yeah, it got cold that one night.
And off it goes. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to go deep for Conley. And this one is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion. I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Like, I don't know what to do here.
Just the distance on the punt there. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
That's returnable now for Smith.
Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Who's hurt?
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 27. Throwing to start the drive. Watson to the right side, and he's got more complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
All right, 4th quarter.
Remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
I just farted, and that shit
So
stunk.
after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Damn it.
Throwing again is Watson. And he'll be hit
God
as
damn.
he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And now offensively,
Like, I can't stand myself, DK. That's how bad it is.
actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the 1st half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the 2nd half.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. He's going to go ahead and throw out the red challenge flag. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds. That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball.
Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here. In
They got to choke a little clock, though.
After the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now, their friend, as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. 183 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Try to eat some clock with Mixon. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, it's Mixon. And he's got a 1st down.
Hell yeah, 1st down, baby.
28.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Let's go.
Getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes.
You see that?
Score game.
Huh?
So
I know. I was like, oh, shit. Yeah, I seen. I was like, oh, shit.
1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially solve this one away. Here's a run with Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Now
they run. It's Mason.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game.
McPherson's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw as this play will stand as is.
And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there,
and it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with 13 on the clock, it's time for an onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
they gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And the Bengals going to live to fight another week as we say thanks for watching and so long, everybody.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry.
No.